Have you ever had a dream that feels more real than reality? One that doesn't just visit you once, but returns again and again, like an old friend, or maybe a persistent ghost? For as long as I can remember, I've had one such dream. It's been with me for years, a private movie that plays in my mind, always the same, yet always leaving me with new questions. It starts in a city I don't recognize, but somehow know intimately. The architecture is a strange mix of old and new cobblestone streets run alongside gleaming futuristic towers that pierce the clouds. There's no one around. The city is completely empty, silent, except for a soft, humming sound that seems to come from the very air itself. I'm not scared. Though, in the dream, this solitude feels peaceful, almost sacred. I always find myself standing in the same spot, a vast circular plaza in the heart of the city. In the center of the plaza is a colossal tree, its branches so wide they create a canopy over the entire square. The leaves are a color I've never seen before, a shimmering silver that catches a light from an unseen sun. Beneath this tree, I feel a sense of purpose, a feeling that I'm here for a reason, even if I don't know what it is. My journey always begins the same way. I walk down a specific street leading away from the plaza. The street is narrow, lined with buildings made of a dark, polished stone. The windows are empty, like vacant eyes staring out into the quiet world. As I walk, I notice details that are always consistent. A particular crack in the pavement shaped like a bird. A weathered wooden door with a brass knocker in the shape of a lion's head. A vine with deep purple flowers climbing up a wall. These little details are my anchors in this dream world. The street eventually opens up into a marketplace, also deserted. Stalls are filled with strange and wonderful things. There are fruits that glow with an internal light. Fabrics that shift colors like an oil slick on water, and intricate mechanical toys that seem to be waiting for a hand to wind them up. I never touch anything. I just walk through, an observer in a forgotten world. The air here smells of cinnamon and rain, a scent that I can almost recall when I wake up. After the market, I reach a canal. The water is perfectly still and black, reflecting the silver-leafed tree in the distance like a dark mirror. A small, simple wooden boat is always waiting for me, tied to a post. I never question it. I untie the rope, step into the boat, and it begins to move on its own, gliding silently down the canal. There are no oars, no engine, just a gentle, invisible current guiding me forward. The boat takes me through the city's winding waterways. I pass under elegant stone bridges and alongside buildings that seem to rise directly from the water. The silence is profound. All I hear is the gentle lapping of the water against the boat. This part of the dream is incredibly serene. It feels like a meditation, a journey not just through a city, but through my own mind. I feel a sense of calm that's hard to find in the waking world. Eventually, the canal widens and flows into a massive underground lake. The ceiling of this cavern is covered in glowing crystals that twinkle like a captured galaxy, casting a soft blue light over everything. In the middle of the lake is a small island, and on that island stands a single, simple structure, a lighthouse. It's not a tall, imposing lighthouse, but a short, sturdy one made of the same dark stone as the city buildings. Its light is not on. The boat drifts to the shore of the island, and I step out. The ground is soft, like moss. I walk towards the lighthouse, and the door is always unlocked. I step inside, and the air is cool and smells of old books and sea salt. A spiral staircase winds its way up. I begin to climb. The steps are worn, as if millions of footsteps have come before mine. With each step, the humming sound I heard in the plaza grows slightly louder. When I reach the top, I'm in the lantern room. It's a circular room with large glass windows looking out over the subterranean lake. In the center is the lamp, a complex contraption of brass and lenses, but it's dark. There's a control panel next to it with a single large lever. I know with absolute certainty what I'm supposed to do. I'm here to turn on the light. Every single time I reach for the lever, my hand hovers over it, fingers almost brushing the cold metal. I can feel the energy in the room, the anticipation. The humming sound is now a powerful, resonant thrum that vibrates through my entire body. I feel a mix of excitement and a strange, deep-seated fear. What will happen when the light turns on? What will it reveal? And that's where it always ends. Just as my fingers are about to make contact with the lever, I wake up. My heart is always pounding, and the image of the dark lantern room is burned into my mind. I'm left with this incredible sense of incompletion, this cliffhanger that my own subconscious refuses to resolve. For years, I've tried to understand this dream. I've read books on dream interpretation. I've talked to friends about it. Is the empty city a reflection of loneliness? Or is it about peace and finding comfort in my own company? Is the tree a symbol of life and connection? And what about the lighthouse? A beacon of hope I'm afraid to ignite. Or a warning I'm meant to heed by not pulling the lever. The thing is, the dream doesn't feel like a nightmare. It's not terrifying. It's mysterious. It's beautiful in its own strange way. It feels like a puzzle that I'm slowly piecing together over the course of my life. Maybe the dream isn't about the destination, about what happens when the light turns on. Maybe it's about the journey, the walk through the silent streets, the boat ride on the Black Canal, the climb up the winding stairs. Maybe the dream is a reminder that there are parts of ourselves that are quiet, unexplored, and waiting to be discovered. It's a personal map of my own inner world. The recurring nature of it feels less like being stuck in a loop and more like being given another chance, another opportunity to walk the path and see. If I've learned anything new since the last time I was there, I've even tried to stay in the dream, to force myself to pull the lever. In that hazy state between sleep and waking, I've told myself, this time I'll do it. But my mind always pulls me out at that exact moment. It's like my own subconscious is protecting me from the answer, or maybe it knows that the mystery is more important than the solution. I've come to think of this dream city as a part of me. It's my own private sanctuary, a place I can go to be alone with my thoughts. And while the unresolved ending used to frustrate me, I've started to appreciate it. It leaves room for possibility. As long as the light is off, anything could happen. The story isn't over. Maybe one night I'll finally pull the lever. Maybe the light will flood the cavern and reveal something extraordinary. Or maybe it will reveal nothing at all. Or perhaps the dream will simply change and I'll find myself on a new journey with a new puzzle to solve. I don't know. But I do know that when I close my eyes tonight, there's a part of me that hopes to find myself back in that silent city, standing once again in the plaza under the silver-leafed tree, ready to begin the journey all over again. What about you? Do you have a recurring dream? A place your mind returns to time and time again? I'd love to hear about it. Maybe our dream worlds aren't so different after all. Thanks for listening to my story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own dream experiences in the comments below. See you next time.